Hello and welcome everyone to learn how bank products benefit you and your customers. My name is Sarah Crouch. I'm the National Bank Product Specialist and Business Development Rep for add-on services here at TaxAct Professional. So today we're going to spend about 30 minutes together, and I'm going to show you how you can grow your business and better serve your clients with bank products. And as we go through the presentation, please feel free to ask me any questions in the chat window. But before we get started, I would like to do just a real quick sound check to make sure you can all hear me and see my screen. So if you could please place the state you're listening in from in that chat window.
Hey, Sarah, yeah, I can hear you loud and
Okay,
clear.
great, thank you. All right, I see we've got someone from Florida, Texas. I see we've got someone from Columbus, Ohio. I'm actually right outside of Cleveland, Ohio. And here is some information about myself. So before joining TaxAct Professional, I spent 13 years at another tax software company selling tax and accounting products and really gaining a lot of industry knowledge. And with that experience, I was able to help many tax professionals improve the workflow processes in their firm, increase their overall revenue, and show them some tools to help them better serve their clients. And when I think about bank products, what really excites me is that I'm able to help tax professionals, just like all of you that are here with us today, provide a value-added solution for their clients and also help them reach their business goals. Now, when I'm not helping tax professionals, I enjoy spending time with my miniature poodle Chase, reading and playing PC games online with friends. Now, if you'd like to connect with me, this is my contact information. That is my direct phone line. And I'm also on LinkedIn. So please feel free to reach out and connect with me there as well. So with our time today, we will be discussing and defining what are bank products. We'll identify the benefits of using bank products for both yourself as a tax professional and also for your clients. Then we're going to talk about some of the common bank product myths that we hear a lot from the conversations that we have with tax professionals. You'll also learn, what sets us apart here at TaxAct Professional. What is that difference? And then we're going to talk about how you can easily get started with bank products and even enrolled today. So, what are bank products? When you hear those words, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? I know when I'm having this conversation with tax professionals, many will automatically think of refund transfers or even cash advances. And actually, a refund transfer, it didn't start off as the independent product like it is today. It originally started off as a RAL, that refund advance loan or the refund anticipation loan, which, if we all remember, those were really popular back in the late 90s. And the way a RAL worked is a person, they'd walk into a tax preparation office like an H&R Block or a Liberty Tax, and they'd be looking for a cash advance against their refund. And if that RAL was denied, they were defaulted to a refund transfer, because that was really the only way a bank had to get your clients their refund when that loan was not approved. And in our world today, a bank product or a refund transfer, it's a solution that you're able to offer your clients where you can have your tax preparation fees come directly out of your client's refund. Now, before we move forward, I want to take a moment and look at a real life situation that one tax professional, Tim, actually experienced with a client. Tax season had just started and things were beginning to get really busy. And Tim had just finished preparing a client's tax return. Now, at that time, the client didn't have the money to pay Tim's fees up front, but they promised Tim, "We'll come back," and they would pay it once they had their refund. Well, time just passed by and tax season came to an end. And within a few months, Tim still hadn't heard back from his client. So he had his staff person reach out and ask the client if they had received their refund. And of course, the client told him yes. And when Tim's staff person asked, "Do you want us to process the payment of what you owe via ACH?" And the client tells him, "I'm sorry, I've already spent my refund." Now, not only is Tim extremely frustrated and upset, but he's unable to collect his fees after doing all of that work. Now, had Tim incorporated bank products at the beginning of tax season, all of that frustration would have been eliminated. Now, when hearing about Tim's situation, how many of you here on our webinar today have had this happen to you? Okay, so I am seeing some yeses. So many of you here can relate with Tim's story. So as we go through the rest of our conversation today, I'd like you to keep in mind the story of Tim and his client. Now, next, let's take a look at how bank products benefit both you as a tax professional and your clients. Now, benefits of bank products for you as a tax professional. They offer a worry-free payment. Your tax preparation fee is transferred directly to you from your client by your bank partner, really allowing you to focus more on your clients and your business. So you're not stuck having to spend all that extra time making those calls and sending out those emails, asking your client, "Where is my payment?" Next, it allows you to attract new clients. And in return, you're growing your business and offering your clients a more flexible payment option. The setup is easy and it takes only a matter of minutes. You also have an enhanced onboarding support here with me. I am here to help guide you through the process as you get started and even as you go through tax season. And lastly, it allows you to stay competitive within the marketplace and really set yourself apart from other tax professionals in your area and really be seen as your client's trusted advisor. So now, here are some benefits of bank products for your clients. Again, it's a worry-free payment. You may have clients that are strapped for cash, and with incorporating bank products, they don't have to worry about having that money up front for you to complete their tax returns. They're able to use their refund. It also is an alternative payment option for your tax preparation fees. And they're also able to receive their refund safely and securely through one of our bank partners. Another benefit is it gives your clients flexibility, meaning they have the flexibility to select how they want to receive their refund, whether it's through direct deposit, having you print a paper check in your office, putting it on a prepaid card, or even using Walmart Direct to Cash. And lastly, and most importantly, it's giving them access to you, a tax professional and trusted advisor, so they're able to have someone that's experienced and really understands what their needs are. Now, a lot of times when I'm having conversations with tax professionals about bank products, they will bring up several reasons why they believe they can't offer them within their firm. And here, we're going to take a moment and debunk a few of the ones that I hear quite often. Now, the first one I hear a lot is Sarah. I don't have those types of clients that will want to use bank products. But if you take a moment and you think about all the clients you work with, you most likely do. And they probably fall into one of these 4 categories that we see here. Now, the first one that we see is the forgetter. This is the client where you've set up the tax appointment and they come into your office and they've forgotten to bring in some of their tax documents, or you've completed their tax return and they'll forget to bring in the money to pay your fees. And we all know what they say. We'll get to it, but we all know they never do. And time just keeps passing on by. But with bank products, that's easily taken care of without the hassle of you having to hound them to pay your fees. The next type of client we see is the convenience seeker. Now, this is the category I relate a lot with. As a working professional, I don't always have the extra time to set up an office appointment. And if I'm honest with everyone here, I really don't want to. I'm selfish when it comes to my free time because I don't have a lot of it. So I rely heavily on using a portal and communicating via text messages with my own tax preparer, because all I want to know is that my return is going to be completed quickly and accurately. And that's why I like the convenience of a bank product, knowing that the tax preparation fee will automatically be taken care of without having to do any extra work. And it's a convenience that I'm willing to pay extra for. Now, the next type of client that we see is the entrepreneur. Now, these are your small business owners where you're doing their 1065, 1120S, or 1120C return, and also you're most likely handling their 1040 as well. Now, these clients, they may have that cash on hand, but they need it to pay their employees or they need it for other business essentials. Bank products, it allows them to focus on their business, keep that cash on hand, and not have to worry about paying their fees up front. Next and lastly is the loyalist. Now, this type of client, they are your biggest fan. They're always coming to you for advice and asking you for recommendations. So if you were to recommend that they use a bank product, they'd probably be the first type of client to move forward with using it. So how many of you here on our webinar today know that you have at least one, if not all, of these types of clients? Great. So I am seeing that many of you have, if not one, most of these types of clients. So what I would recommend with these clients that are coming to your mind right now, start thinking about how you're going to reach out to them and have these conversations about the bank products. Now, the next myth I hear a lot is offering bank products is just going to take up more time, Sarah. And actually, it doesn't. It really takes just a matter of minutes to complete the enrollment and to add that bank product application to the tax return in TaxAct professional software. And then the bank forms will print out along with that 8879 once you've e-filed your client's return. So what we've actually seen is that 15 to 20 minutes investment of time, it's actually saved many tax professionals several hours throughout tax season. And by implementing bank products, the tax professionals have found that they're no longer having to spend that extra time chasing down their clients with multiple calls and emails asking them to pay their tax preparation fees. And it's actually allowing you to invest that time back into your firm and into your clients, where you're able to be seen as their tax expert and their trusted advisor. Now, the last myth I hear a lot is, Sarah, I know I must pay in order to offer bank products, and I don't want to spend any extra money. Well, actually, it's free for you to offer refund transfers. There's no additional cost for you to enroll with one of our bank partners and offer bank products to your clients. Now, if you're wanting to offer cash advances, which we will be talking more about in a few minutes, and you qualify for them, there are some fees associated with that. But if you're only looking to offer your clients the option to pay you through their refund, that is free for you as a tax professional to offer that service. Now, once you've decided to start offering bank products in your office, I know you're probably wondering, who do I partner with? Since there are so many options out there, how do I decide? And this is where we here at TaxAct Professional really stand out. Yes, I know there are many options to choose from, but we've taken the time and we've done that work for you by putting them through our vetting process, and we've selected bank partners that have the same values as us here at Tax Professional. Now, we have two banking partners that we work with, Republic Bank and Santa Barbara Tax Product Group. And I'm going to take a moment and just share some information on both of our bank partners. Now, Republic Bank, they're located in Kentucky. They're FDIC regulated, so they're an actual bank that has brick and mortar locations that you can visit. And they have over 20 years of experience in the e-file industry. And when I look at Republic Bank, these are the four things that really stand out to me with what they offer. They offer taxpayer text updates. So you can set up taxpayer updates for your clients so they can know when they're receiving their refund. Because we all know the number one question you get during tax season is, where is my refund? They also have online tools available for you to use and several different reporting capabilities that you'll be able to access on your dashboard. They also offer you as a tax professional a mobile app, so you can access your Republic Bank information from anywhere. And lastly, they provide you with a marketing kit. And this kit includes brochures, posters, postcards, email templates, and other digital resources, making sure that you have those tools to help you be successful. And next, here's some information on Santa Barbara Tax Product Group. Now, they're located in San Diego, California, and they're a subsidiary of the Green Dot Corporation. They have over 30 years of experience in the industry. And when I look at Santa Barbara Tax Product Group, these are the four things that really stuck out for me that they offer. Through Santa Barbara Tax Product Group, you can use GoToBank, and you can actually open an account with them and use the benefits that they offer. They also have credit and debit card payments, allowing you more flexible ways to collect your fees all year round. And they also have, and now this is probably one of the most popular things that really stick out with them, is the auto collect program. Now, the auto collect program is where they will act as your debt collector on your behalf. So they're the ones making the calls and sending the emails to your clients that you're unable to collect your fees from. So they're taking you completely out of the middle. And lastly, they also have a marketing assistance. So they're going to send you a marketing kit, and it includes brochures, postcards, templates, and even some Spanish speaking materials. So what's really great is that both of our banking partners are giving you tools to help set you up for success and make sure that you're able to have those conversations confidently with your clients. Now, with both of our bank partners, I've mentioned how you're able to offer refund transfers, cash advances, and for you as a tax professional, you may qualify for our software purchase assistance program for this next season. I just want to take a moment and take a closer look at each of these items. So refund transfers or pay-by-refunds allow you to get paid for your services in a timely and secure manner through your client's refund. really giving your clients the power to file for a zero upfront cost. Now, we do want to be transparent with you here. With refund transfers, there is a convenience cost that your clients will pay, and it's pulled directly from their refund. So for that first funding for both Republic Bank and Santa Barbara Tax Product Group, that fee is $39.95 for the bank fee, plus a $15 TaxAct professional transmittal fee. So that first funding is $54.95, and that is for the federal return. Now, for the second funding, which is for the state if there is a refund, and this is completely optional, so you do not have to include it. For Republic Bank, the second funding is $14, and for Santa Barbara Tax Product Group, the second funding is $15. So next are cash advances. Now, we all know that your clients are always counting down the days until they receive their refund. And with an easy advance loan from Republic Bank or a fast cash advance from Santa Barbara Tax Product Group, you can provide your clients with a pre-season loan, which is before e-filing starts, or an in-season loan after e-filing starts. And there are some qualifications that you do have to meet in order to offer advances to your clients. To qualify for cash advances, you must process at least 20 federal funded returns with Santa Barbara Tax Product Group or 40 federal funded returns with Republic Bank in the prior tax year. And there may be some fees associated that you'll have to pay as a taxpayer, depending on the type of cash advance you select to offer. Now, if this is your first year offering bank products, cash advances are something you may be able to step into with your second year, because both of our bank partners do require that you have an established bank history with them. Now, if cash advances are something you're interested in and you have more questions, please reach out to myself after the webinar and we can go over them in further detail. Now, lastly, and one of my favorite things that is offered to tax professionals is the Software Purchase Assistance Program. So both Republic Bank and Santa Barbara Tax Product Group offer a Software Purchase Assistance Program for tax professionals that you may be eligible with for your own TaxAct professional software for the next tax season. With Republic Bank, you may qualify for it if you've processed 40 or more federal funded bank products last season. And with Santa Barbara Tax Product Group, you may qualify for it if you've processed 20 or more federal funded bank products last season. And I know you're probably all wondering, Sarah, how does this work? Well, how it works is once you start tax season, the bank products process as normal, except that the amount due to your bank partner for the software will simply be deducted from your tax preparation fees until that amount is paid in full. So this is giving you flexibility as a tax professional to get your software now and pay for it later once tax season begins. And what's really great about this program is if you've been contemplating or you've always been on the fence about moving into that enterprise version of the software, this really allows you that opportunity to take that leap and move into that tier of the TaxAct professional software. Now, next, let's take a look at what one of our customers is saying about using bank products. I know I could sit here all day and I could talk about how great bank products are and go over all the benefits you'll get from implementing them in your firm. But I know it's a lot more impactful to hear from someone that's actually incorporating them already in their office. So here you'll see that our customer, Felicia Ward, she's actually from Texas, was able to use bank products to help grow her client base. And by implementing bank products into her practice, she saw her client base grow from 40 to 150 clients. So she more than doubled the size of her practice and offered her clients a value-added solution by giving them that flexibility to use their refund to pay for her tax preparation fees. And I know after hearing Felicia's story, everyone is probably wondering, how do I get started with bank products? How does that process start? Well, the process to get started is easy and seamless. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to select the bank partner you want to work with, either Republic Bank or Santa Barbara Tax Product Group. I have a bank product comparison chart that I can send over to help you make that decision. And I'm also here to walk you through that as well. So once you've selected your bank partner and you've enrolled with them, within 24 to 48 hours, you'll receive an email from your bank partner detailing your next steps. And those next steps is taking your compliance training. So once you've passed your compliance test, you're going to go and set up your bank product information within the TaxAct professional software. And once that's all set up, then you'll process and e-file your client's returns like you normally would do. And after the IRS has processed your client's e-filed return, they're going to deposit that refund back to your banking partner. Now, once your bank partner has received your client's refund, there's 3 things they're going to do with it. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to pull their bank fees from the client's refund. The next thing they'll do is they're going to pull your fees from the client's refund and deposit it to the bank account that you set up with your bank partner. And then lastly, they're going to distribute the remaining amount of the refund back to your client, and it'll be done either through direct deposit, having you print out that check in your office, putting it on that prepaid card, or having the client use the Walmart direct to cash option. And I know most of you are also probably wondering, where do I go to get the enrollment process started? Well, you're actually going to do that from your Practice Manager dashboard once you've logged into your account on the TaxAct Professional website. So once you're in your Practice Manager, you're going to see an icon. It actually looks like a piggy bank. And this is where you're going to click the enrollment with your bank partner. So either select Santa Barbara Tax Product Group or Republic Bank. And then to enroll, all you're going to need is your e-fund, a physical address, and that bank account information. Now, the bank account information, this is what your bank partner will use to deposit your tax preparation fees once they've collected it from your client's refund. And then you'll need a physical address, so that way your bank partner can send you your marketing kit. Now, when getting started with bank products, I also recommend setting some goals for yourself that are SMART, meaning they're specific, they're measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And most importantly, take some time and put a plan together and determine, how do you want to use bank products in your office? Do you want to use them to help grow your practice like Felicia Ward did? Or do you want to become a more trusted advisor to your clients? Or do you want to have that competitive advantage in your area and really be seen as the go-to tax practice? And then make sure it's a goal you can achieve. Don't be afraid to start small. I know when starting out with something new, it's exciting and it's easy to aim high, but don't set that bar so high that you can't attain it. No, it's a goal you can achieve within a year and then add to it each year. Make it relevant, make it something that's reasonable and time-bound. And don't be afraid to break it out into 60, 90, and even 180 days. So that way you have something measurable in place. And then make sure to have fun and reward yourself with something once you've hit those goals. I know for myself, when I hit a small goal, I like to treat myself at a nice dinner at my favorite restaurant, or if it's a larger goal, I like to treat myself to a nice beach vacation. So if you're already starting to think ahead and you're already starting to plan for this upcoming tax season, now is a great time to incorporate bank products into your firm's goals. Now, if you haven't set up goals yet, that's okay. You still have plenty of time to decide what you want to achieve in this upcoming tax year. So before we end our time today, I do just want to revisit some of those key takeaways that we went over from our conversations on bank products. So remember, a refund transfer or pay by refund, it's giving your clients more flexibility by allowing them to pay your tax preparation fees with their refund and saving you time during tax season. It's an alternative payment option for your tax preparation fees. So if you're already offering options such as PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App, you can incorporate the pay by refund as another payment option in your firm. And for you as a tax professional, it's free to enroll and offer this value-added service to your clients. And yes, there is a minimal convenience cost to your clients, but it's worth the time savings that you'll be saving your clients and yourself, especially during the busyness of tax season. And lastly, it's easy to enroll, and it just takes a matter of minutes for you to get started and set up with your bank partner, and you can actually get started today. So before we move on to our Q&A, there is just one last thing I'd like to share with you all here today, and that is our refund transfer incentive program. So here at TaxAct Professional, we have a TaxAct Professional Incentive Program. And what I really love about this program is that you're able to participate in it regardless of who you've selected as your bank partner. And the way it works is for every federal funded return you process with us here, you'll receive $5. So it's another way to add some additional revenue back to your firm. And I know you guys are probably thinking, Sarah, how does this work? Well, if you're new to bank products, it starts with your first federal funded return. But if you're already using bank products, and let's just say last year you e-filed 40 federal funded returns, you would receive it once you've completed your 41st federal funded return with us. And I will be sending out this page that you see by this week after we've concluded our presentation. But this is really helpful because it goes through and it explains how it works and what you need to do to participate in it. We will need a copy of a W-9 uploaded to us. And then there's also some really helpful FAQs as well. So I will be sending this out to you this week. And then I'm here as well to answer any questions that you have on it. So before we conclude today, what questions do you guys have for me? Okay, I do see a really good question here from Ivan. What if there's a federal lien? Does that get taken out first before the bank fee and the taxpayer fee or after? So if we get this question a lot, if you complete a tax return and you don't know about the lien and it gets sent over to the bank partner and the lien, takes the entire refund, with that situation, unfortunately, you will be left having to reach out to the client and collect the fee. If you do know ahead of time that there is a lien and you are aware of the amount of the lien, that client probably wouldn't be a good fit for the bank products unless you know that the refund is going to be more than the lien, and you'll also be able to collect your fees from it as well. Something you can do if you feel like the client may have a lien is you can call that 1-800 hotline number at the IRS. The other thing you might want to consider if you are running into the situation a lot with clients is maybe Santa Barbara Tax Product Group would be the route to go, because they do have that auto collect program. And this is where, with this type of situation, they would step in on your behalf and they would be making the calls and the emails to collect those fees from your clients. And yes, that Ivan, the way to check is to go and call that 1-800-IRS hotline number. And they'll be able to tell you if there is a lien or if they owe back taxes. We have any other questions today before we conclude? Okay, well, with that, we are at time. And I do want to thank you all for spending some time with me here today. If you have any questions pop up at all after our presentation, please feel free to reach out to me directly. Or you can also email us at our prosales@taxact.com. Or you can call this number as well, the 319-536-3571. And thank you all for joining me today, and I hope you all have a great day.